Nobody likes, knows, or cares about your business until you let them know that they need to like, know, and care. All right, we're going to dive into the reason why people buy your products or the process that they go through to ultimately buy your products. Look, creative accountants typically go to jail. You don't want to get locked in a place where you feel lost and you've lacked the purpose that you set out to pursue in your life. By focusing on the right things and in the right moments, you can find that success in the vision that you have for yourself. I'm going to do some drawing out on this and really just describe the basics of why people understand what your product is and ultimately how you get them to buying your product. So I want to look at this as more of a sales funnel or a process of what people follow in order to turn into that shining star, ideal client, the person that pays you dollars. The challenge is, how do you run into those people and how do you make sure that they come back and buy your products or they start buying your products? Well, we need to take them on a journey, and that starts with making them aware. And so awareness is critical in helping people understand what your business actually is or that it actually exists. And let's go back to what I said earlier, is that nobody likes, knows, or cares about your business until you let them know that they need to know and care, or they need to like your business. There's lots of people in the world that we can talk to. Because of that, we need to make sure that they have an opportunity to, one, find your product and then take a journey of buying your product. After we make them aware and they found out about it, is we need to educate them. So there's an education process as to what your business does or what your product or service has to offer them. And so that education can come in multiple forms. It can be infographics, it can be videos, it can be content that you help them understand what it is that you actually have to offer. So educating them as to what your product does, how it solves their problem, and why it is that they're going to buy your product over somebody else's. Then we need validation. Amazon has done an absolutely brilliant job of creating a validation system where when you go to look for a product, you're looking for the one that's been purchased tens of thousands of times. It has 4.5 or 4.9 plus star reviews. It allows you to say, hey, you know what? There's thousands of other people that have purchased this exact same product, and I want to buy the same product because there's so many others that have liked it, loved it, and have recommended it. After they've been validated, then you need to ask for the sale. We acquire them as a customer. Well, the acquisition is that you just need to give them calls to action or actually something to do in the process of buying your product or service. And then we need to be true to everything that we've told them. We promised in the education and the validation that we were going to deliver on a product. Then we retain them as a customer because we held true to exactly what we promised them from the very beginning. Making them aware, educating them, providing validation, then acquiring them and asking them for the sale, and then retaining them because you were true to what you've promised through the entire process. Hey, let's take a quick break, and I want to introduce you to Arcane Marketing, your innovative marketing solution for you, the growth-ready company. And go to arcanemarketing.com, reach out and talk to your innovative marketing solution strategist today. We need to dive into the reason why somebody is going to jump into this journey and they're going to follow the process that you have implemented so that they will ultimately turn into that ideal customer, returns to buy your products and sends people your way. So let's dive into this and how digital marketing strategies and really any marketing strategy can fit into who you are as a business and what your products and services have to offer them. So as we go into this, I'm just going to diagram this out a little bit further, is that there's ways of being able to attract attention, and there's targeted marketing that we can use like on Facebook. And there's a lot of value in that because you can build campaigns, you can build audiences. And I have argued for a long time is that our privacy is a fallacy. There's so much information on there of us being able to target down to a specific audience, a specific demographic of people, as well as interest and the attention of where that person has been spending their time and energy when it comes to consuming digital content. So Facebook, Instagram, really it's just going to be your social platforms. And how are you going to do that? Well, that's going to be through visual images, video. And so that comes into your photos, it's going to come into your text that you're putting out there in your posts. It's also going to come in your video. As you produce this content, as you are delivering an item or an asset to somebody that can consume that and then turn into one of those raging fans that wants to buy your product or service. Let's look at that as, where do these fit in this awareness, education, validation process? And that can be a video in education, could be informational. Before you can even get to the educational, you need to make them aware of your product. And so what we do is we break down videos into 7 to 15 second snippets because our attention as consumers just continues to get shorter and shorter. And so if we can capture somebody's attention with a 7-second video and then turn them back toward the brand later with a longer form video, then we're able to capture that audience that is actually paying attention, and rather than having to just do a blanket advertisement to everybody that's out there. And then the validation comes through reviews, and that can be through Google, can be through Facebook reviews. And there's multiple platforms, that we use that allow for us to invite those reviews for our clients, invite those reviews for us as a company. And those are very valuable because it's validation. It's third parties saying, hey, yes, I experienced what these guys have to offer. What they promised is exactly what I received in a deliverable, and I'm happy with my experience. That allows for us to take people through this funnel and through this process, and we've turned them into the consumers for us, and they become that person that pays us for our products, that is excited about what they bought, and it solves a problem, helps them in what their buying decision should have been because we gave them the opportunity to buy our products and services. Then we continue to be true to everything that we shared with them through this process. And hopefully, and I invite always, is that we underpromise and we overdeliver. And so taking people on that journey allows for them to buy the products and services that you care most about, and helping others care about them as well so that they will buy them from you.